And we're back in business, folks. Welcome to another season of the 74 Challenger restoration. Alright folks, Challenger's back in the shop here. The ATV season is wrapped up for us, and all of our other summer photography events that we go out to. Hope you guys enjoyed some of those videos, had a lot of fun making them. But anyway, I think most of you folks are here to see the Challenger, and it's time to get back at her. So last we left off, we had finished reinstalling the rear wheel housing here. Mini tubbed it out, added an extra 1.5 inches. That's gonna let us stick some big fat tires under there someday when we get to it. Next thing I need to do before I can get that quarter panel on is to take this, take the trunk pan extension, and we're gonna get that fitted up into there. Once we get that thing into place, we can finally take this quarter panel and finally get that thing back on there. Got the trunk pan extension roughly fitted in place. I'm going to throw the quarter on there in a minute. There is a gap back here though. You can see the trunk pan is, there's about a 1/2 inch gap between the trunk pan and the rail. Now I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, and obviously this is quite a bit off. This is the original on the other side, and there is a gap there as well. So I don't know. I'm gonna look online and just see if I can find what some of the other gaps look like on other vehicles. This looks like I can get that pretty close inside there. Anyway, I'm gonna throw the quarter on and see what that looks like. Okay, well, just finished massaging that thing into place, and that took a lot longer than I thought, but I think we got it. One thing is obvious: I do not have nearly enough clamps. I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy some. But anyway, let's take a look at some of the fitments. So up here, it's fitting very well with this the taillight panel. Down in here is pretty good. I need to do a little bit of work on this guy here. It's not perfectly level, and it's probably about 1/2 inch. I need to pull that back. I don't know if that's supposed to be flush with that frame rail or not. I have to look online. The pan itself is about 1/2 inch gap in there too. So anyway, I got these tab holes lined up. Kind of hard to see, but there's all these little all these tabs in here, and those guys are lined up. Let me jump underneath here, show you quick. See if I can focus in. So tab holes are lined up. The edges down here, they're lined up pretty good. And then up in the wheel housing area, pretty good up there. Now, I'm gonna need to massage this area of the trunk pan to meet the wheel housing. Yeah, a gap there. Kinda, well, I guess you can kinda see it. That's gonna need a bit of work, but overall, it's not bad, I guess. A little bit of the inside in here. It's not bad, actually. You know, considering I mini tub this out, so things aren't exactly stock anymore. I'll definitely need to use some body filler or some seam sealer in there. Well, I imagine the original was like that too. Okay, so here's the plan of attack. I'm gonna get this trunk pan in first. Just kind of looking around, seeing what other people have done. Seems like best thing to do is get the trunk pan in, then you can kind of build off things from there. So I have the tail light section back in place. Quarter panel is still there. I took the trunk extension out just for now, but I've gone ahead and I've drilled already. So I'm just going to get it tacked into place. Then I'll pull this the tail light section off. That'll give me a little bit more room to kind of work around in there. Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, big moment here, folks. Have the trunk pan extension in place. I've got all the holes drilled for the spot wells, and it's all clamped in. So, ready to go. I'm gonna weld this. As soon as I get the trunk pan in, I'm gonna slide the tail light section back into place, and then I'll fit everything up, and then we'll get this quarter panel in. Finally. Been a long time coming. Okay, let's fire up the welder. Okay folks, it has been a very long time coming. That quarter panel is finally back on. Took forever. I'm pretty sure every video I was posting up, I kept saying somewhere in that video, I'm like, yeah, gonna get the quarter panel on, gonna get the quarter panel on, and every time I pulled something off, it was just one setback after another. The sill was rotten, the wheel housing was rotten, the frame rails were rotten, the trunk pan was rotten, everything was rotten that I was pulling off. Setback after setback. But it took a long time. Since 2014 I've been working on this. Anyway, it is finally back on. Thank goodness. It finally looks like I'm making some real progress on this car. Now I need to do a little bit more work in a couple areas. I still need to play around with the fitment of this area down in here. It's a little bit off. There's a couple gaps here I don't like. I have looked online. Other people have said, and I kind of forgot about it, but there is a cross member that goes across here that covers all of this. So once I kind of level this up by playing around with the panel, I can just throw that cross member on there. Other people have said that they as well have this gap, so not overly worried about that anymore. And then a little bit of fitment down here. Whoop. Come on. Like this didn't exactly turn out the best down in the sill area. That first patch I made was a little off. I didn't really have a lot to go on because everything was just rotten. Anyway though, this whole area up in here is all filled up with lead anyway. It came with lead from the factory. So I'm going to, when I fill it up with lead, I'll just have to put a little bit more in there and smooth it out some, but not the end of the world. But it is on. It's on, folks. Finally looking like we're getting somewhere. Okay, I think that's a good spot to wrap up this episode. So I hope you guys liked the season kickoff. Super excited to get that quarter panel back on after all these years. So let me know if you guys want me to do more of these premieres. It's just something I'm trying out. So if you guys kind of like the format, you like the live chat, just drop me a comment below and maybe we can do more of them like that. Big thanks to all of the long-time subscribers that have been sticking around and waiting for these Challenger videos to come out. Thank you so much for your support. I know it's been a long time, but I'm going to be spending a lot more time on the car this winter. I'm not doing nearly as much of the photography events that I did last winter, so I'm going to have a lot more time to actually dedicate to the car. So a big thank you for that. Okay, before we go though, I have an exciting giveaway as part of the season kickoff, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Okay folks, one of you lucky viewers is going to win that poster that you just saw. Now this is part of some new merchandise that I'm launching to support the 74 Challenger restoration on teespring.com. I'm going to have the link in the description down below, and if I've set this thing up correctly, you might even see a banner under the description with all the different products that I have for sale. Now, all you need to do to win this is drop me a comment below and make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to do a random draw during the next video, and if you're the lucky winner, I'm going to ship that out to you. Anyway, that's it for this episode, so thanks a lot. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, and we'll see you next time.